Hey guys, it's Daniel. The following is a quote from Mike Inez, Alice in Chains bass player, where he reflects on LAYNE STALEY's death. This quote is from the book Grunge is Dead. Quote, "There was one poignant moment for me. We were doing rehearsals at the Moore Theater in Seattle, and we were getting ready to go out with Metallica on a couple of dates. A stadium tour. It became real apparent that we couldn't do this. It felt like the wrong thing to do, so we pulled the plug on it. I don't want to say what went on in the meeting, but when I was walking away from the Moore Theater down the alley, it was raining. I turned around and saw Layne walking down by himself down the alley. When I look back on it now, it's the moment that, for me, everything turned around. I went, we're not healthy. That was a real dark time. I took a look at the album cover for the Dog record. It was very gray, and I think that's where we were at. Layne was going through the depths of his heroin addiction. It was really tough watching that, and it permeated into everything we did. Not to throw rocks at glass houses, we were all pretty messed up at that point. But not in that way, though. We weren't that miserable, it seemed. I just really feel bad for the guy. I wish I could change the world for everybody who's in that place. That was definitely one of the hardest records I've ever had to work on. But some great stuff came out of it. Heaven Beside You, and we got a Grammy nomination. We were still touching people. He was in a really dark place, though. It's hard to see it, kind of inaccessible to all of us. I'd stop by, me and Mark Lanigan would go by and beat on his door. It's hard to get people if they don't want to be gotten. I can't really walk in Layne's shoes because I have not tried that drug. I was always Mr. Pothead, smoking the green bud and drinking Coronas. I never got into the depths of drug addiction that heavy. He definitely wasn't happy. For me, I was run through the ringer because my best friend Randy Castillo caught smoking cancer. He ended up passing away, and this was right before Layne passed away. So we had just took Randy and his body back to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I came back to Big Bear, California, where I have a house. I was sitting in my kitchen, the phone rings, and it was Sean Kinney. He says, "Hey, sit down. Layne's gone." I just couldn't believe it. Ann Wilson put it great. She spoke at his funeral, and Ann and Nancy sang a song called Sand. One of Ann's best friends and employees died from AIDS, and she wrote the song about him. It's just this beautiful acoustic piece. She said Layne was too fragile for this earth. God bless Layne. He was my favorite vocalist. I've never heard of a vocalist that had that much soul. He was hurt, and that pain certainly came through. A lot of people identified with it.